Thank you all for coming along today. I just have to turn on this recording device. As Mark said, I'm here to present just some findings from a research project that was done. It's a global research project that was done by Ipsos, and the data was collected towards the end of 2010. So governments have always sought to influence the behaviour of their citizens. But with issues such as the increasing incidence of chronic disease, the ageing population, climate change, it's made certain public behaviour shifts more imperative. Then there are a number of ways, of course, in which governments can intervene to shift behaviours, and as we've seen in the case of tobacco control, it's the combination of a range of different strategies, from the softest nudge of social marketing campaigns through to more forceful interventions, such as public smoking bans, that's had the biggest and the most lasting impact. And this quote from the UK House of Lords Behaviour Change report illustrates it. And while public acceptance of particular interventions isn't a necessary condition for successful behaviour change, it can't be denied that it's something that governments are particularly sensitive to, and that interventions that have public support will have a much smoother road to implementation than those that do not. The UK House of Lords report goes even further to suggest that measures which do not have public support may be even less likely to succeed. So Ipsos surveyed people in 24 countries. It was an online survey, so the findings from more developed countries will be more reflective, I guess, of opinions of that country as a whole, whereas the ones from less developed countries might, I guess you could say, reflective of the more affluent, connected populations within those countries. So we've looked at investigating the acceptability of behaviour change interventions across 4 policy areas. So they were food, retirement savings, sustainability, and smoking. There were 4 degrees of government intervention tested, including non-regulatory measures such as providing people with information about how to change their behaviour, and providing people with incentives to change their behaviour, through to more forceful interventions such as changing laws to make the behaviour more expensive or more difficult, and outright bans of undesirable behaviours. People were also asked to indicate their strength of support for companies, or the role of companies in influencing behaviour change. Moving into the findings, interestingly, there was majority support across globally for most, or pretty much all of the behaviour change types of interventions. And as you can see, though, the strength of support decreased as the force of the intervention increased. And interestingly, most people felt that companies should act to change behaviours.